Today we're going to talk about polygons. Polygons have several characteristics that make them polygons. The first thing is they have segments as sides. They are closed, and the segments that form them, which form the closed figure, connect at the endpoints. And the last thing is that when these segments connect at the endpoints, they don't form a straight line. Okay, so those are the four characteristics of polygons. And so if we look down at this next little section here, I have outlined all of the definitions of a polygon here. And so when we look at the different numbers of sides, there's an infinite number of sides that it could go up to. And so some of them have distinct names, like triangle. For 3, 4 sides is a quadrilateral, 5 sides is a pentagon, 6 is a hexagon, 7 is a heptagon, 8 is an octagon, 9 is a nonagon, 10 is a decagon, 12 is a dodecagon. But then we get into this area where we have an unknown number of sides, or maybe it's known and it's just really big. Okay, and so when we think about and talk about these polygons that have a huge number of sides, or they aren't very common, they're called n-gons because n is standing for n number of sides. And when we name them by the number of sides. So for example, a 13-gon has 13 sides. 27-gon has 27 sides. 101-gon has 101 sides. That's the basics. Now, if we look at other definitions involved with polygons, this is called a vertex. It's where two of those segments meet at the endpoint. And this over here is a side, and if we take that definition literally, we know that it says 4 sides, so it's a quadrilateral. And if we draw some of these interior lines, this is called a diagonal, and it connects two non-adjacent vertices. Okay, it has to be non-adjacent because if two consecutive vertices were connected, that would just be a side. So that's a diagonal. Okay, and so that's the basic gist of polygons. And so we need to come up with a definition for polygons. All right, and so the definition of the polygons are closed figures with segments as sides that connect at the endpoints with non-overlapping sides. Okay, so if we're looking at this first one here, seems to have segments as the sides, it's closed, it has these vertices, it has sides, we could draw in diagonals, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to name these vertices, and because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, it's going to be pentagon A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so it's A, B, C, D, E, the pentagon. We name it by its vertices. Okay, so now when we look at these other shapes, are they polygons? This one has segments as sides, and it seems to have segments that connect at the endpoints, except that it has this overlapping area here. Okay, so this one actually is not a polygon. Why? Because they have segments that intersect not at the endpoints. Okay, in C, it's not closed, so this is not a polygon either. Okay, special types of polygons. A regular polygon would be marked like this. We got to mark it up. Regular means everything is the same. Sides are the same and angles are the same. So if I mark all of these the same with arc marks and tick marks, a regular polygon is congruent sides and congruent angles. All right? That's the definition of a regular polygon. Congruent sides and congruent angles. All must be congruent. Concave polygons have caved in spots like this that if you tilted them on their side, they could hold water. Okay? So it's like a cave. It's like caved in. Okay? So some of those sides are caved in. Another way to think about it would be if you connected to non-adjacent vertices and you see how part of it is inside the shape, that would be concave as well. Convex would mean all of them are out. They're all convex out. No water could collect in there, and any two non-adjacent vertices that are connected by diagonals never go through another side of the shape, unlike this one that went through the side of the shape. Okay? So that's the basics of regular polygons, concave polygons, convex polygons. That's the basics, guys. All right? So when you look down here, we're basically just asking regular versus irregular. And all of these would be irregular polygons because they don't have the same sides and same angles that would be congruent. Okay? That's the basics of polygons. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.